This is the story of the learning path. In school, everyone's on a learning path, including teachers. By the end of a school year, everyone has learned and become more skilled. Teachers especially know what works so they can plan to build on that learning for next year. This is the story of a group of second-year teachers at our school. In their own words, they share what's worked for them. We began to plan and prepare for this second year in the summer of 2010. We wanted to make this year more effective, a richer learning experience for everyone. So we collaborated, created a website and a blog for ourselves entitled Rigor and Excellence. We filed all our work products to an online live binder. We read, we talked, we presented mini lessons to one another, and now our story continues.
What's worked for me this year is making sure that the students are actually speaking what they're learning during the class. Whether it's they're teaching each other or whether they're repeating back what's been stated by a different student, this concept of going through your mind and expressing in your own words something that's been explained and been demonstrated is proving that they can learn it.
Okay, what's worked for me this year is to have the students actually do the math, figure out the reason behind the math. I'll have them do something like take a pyramid, and they'll scoop up sand in the pyramid and see how many times it takes to fill up a rectangular prism that has the same base and height as the pyramid. Once they've figured out how many times it goes in, they now have the formula for the volume of a pyramid.
One thing that's worked well for me this year as opposed to last year has been my pacing in the classroom. I'm really taking the opportunity to slow down when I give directions, when I explain things, and I check for understanding by asking students to repeat what I say and to practice what I say, because then I know that they understand what I want, and it cuts down on problems, it cuts down on discipline issues, and it really helps my labs run smoothly.
The thing that works for me this year was the fact that I've taught my students some common courtesies. The first 3 or 4 weeks of school, I really make my expectation clear, and I really punish them or penalize them for not doing the right thing at the very beginning, and now it's become a routine that all my kids clean up after themselves. They take very good care of equipment. They make the lab spotless when they leave and put the chairs back and all that other stuff. Make my job.
The thing that's working this year is creating a positive environment for the kids to want to take risks and want to take challenges. I reinforce their missteps with encouraging words and really try and get them to figure out the why behind the math.
One of the things that's worked for me this year is using Edmodo. It gives the students the opportunity to find any assignments that they've missed, and helps me on the administration side just because I don't have to answer the question 20 times a day, what did I miss? It also gives the students a sense of responsibility for their education.
The thing that's worked for me this year is giving my students one-on-one, gentle but constructive criticism to show them that I care, but my expectations are high and there's no excuses.
As you've just seen, each year, teachers are learning along this path. They get better and wiser down these hallways. There's no silver bullet, no magic formula, no Superman, just lots of hard work. And the challenges and the learning never ends.